Hello and welcome to the That's So Craven podcast, your Fulham podcast from Down Under. We are here today for the That's So Craven Big Fat Quiz of the year 23-24, a chance to pit all the hosts of That's So Craven against each other. On one team, we have Sam and Skibby. How are we going, guys?
Going well, going good.
Absolutely. Psyched. Been looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Since there was a glimmer of a quiz, I'm like, yes, the competitive juices are flowing.
I was about to say, should we be aggressive? Should we be like, yeah, go away, other family member and Dave? Like,
Very
what, like,
aggressive.
what? Yeah.
Grr.
Away.
Other,
Oh, dear.
other, not as good as us team.
Yeah, grow some hair.
Oh, brutal.
Wow.
That is...
Yeah. Jeez, you guys are
He's made
scary.
it personal. He's made it personal.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'll hand across to the other team, Dave and Elton. How are we going? Dave, you've been absolutely slammed there early doors.
I have been. And you know what? It's quite interesting because when the teams were first announced on our private Discord, Fred, I sensed this strange satisfaction from our opponents today. And it really confused me because, you know, this guy on my team, you know, he's not only the Australian George Clooney, but he's also got a few Fulham years under his belt. You know, he's a businessman, a man of the world. You know, I think maybe a Renaissance man is the only fitting title. So I was really pleased to be team with Elton. It just guaranteed the victory already. And then I looked across and I thought, who are we up against? Well, we got a fan from the Putney end who hates Sasa Lukic, you know. And then in the case of Sam, I thought, well, you know,
Just what is
it appears that the apple has fallen quite far from the tree. So I was very confident of a victory with Elton this afternoon for us. Yeah.
I'm very glad I've now split you guys across either side of the screen here because it feels like it could easily kick off any second.
Jeez, after that, I've got nothing. This guy's prepared. You guys, yeah, that was a pathetic opening from you guys on the other side.
Or was
there.
it?
Or
Whole
was
sense of
it?
security there. They're like, these guys haven't prepared nothing. They don't know what they're doing. But yeah.
And Jack, I'd just like to say, Elton, I think you look fantastic today, and you know, really happy with everything you've done. You've done such a good job putting this all together. So we just wanted to pass that on. You know, from
Kiss ass.
Let's
Kiss ass.
yeah, no extra points there, but also let's wait until we've had at least a couple of questions before we say how well I've done a job on pulling a quiz together. We're all here; it's going to be fun, either way. So as we've sort of alluded to, we're here to find out who is our Roy Hodgson and who is our Scott Parker, who is our Rodrigo Muniz, who is our Kostas Mitroglou. And look, I think we're going to separate the wheat from the chaff by the end of this quiz. It's 5 rounds of questions, a few mini games as we go as well. So, guys, I think we should probably crack straight into it with round 1. And I'm just going to rearrange the screen slightly for those following along on YouTube. Round 1 is a statistics quiz. So, statistics from the 23-24 season. I'm going to run through all 5 questions. You guys are going to put the answers into your answer sheets, which are beautifully provided by Google. Thank you, Google, for sponsoring the podcast. And at the end of the round, we'll go through the answers one by one, score you guys, and see how we've gone. So, on to the first question. How many appearances did Carlos Vinicius make before being loaned out to Galatasaray? And with this one, the closest answer will win. How many appearances did Carlos Vinicius make before being loaned out to Galatasaray?
I just remember he was like so overlooked.
Mm,
Oh, it's so tough. That one.
I think it's that. I think it's that, but I could be wrong.
I'm just going to sit back here because Dave's on fire. I mean, you know, I hope you guys have got this because Dave's on fire. He's just like pumping it. Dave's given me about 4 different options to consider, you know. And,
I've spent all weekend with my head in the books and, you know, in preparation for this today. So, you know, it's all up there.
On to question 2.
Yes.
Who was? Hang on a second, Dave. Why don't you just go ahead and type the right answer?
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that for you. So there we go. So
I think that was
no
pretty
worries.
obvious there. Question 2. Who was subbed on the most this season in all competitions? Which player?
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotta be.
Gotta be, innit?
Yeah, we can say things with confidence as well, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Question
Absolutely.
3. Who played the most minutes this season across all competitions?
Oh. Ah.
Most minutes
Yeah.
across all competitions.
Yeah. No, gotta be.
I think so.
Yeah. I reckon.
Yeah. Mm.
Question 4. How many players
Mm.
appeared in the Premier League for Fulham this season? Again,
Wait, say that again.
closest wins. How many players appeared in the Premier League for Fulham this season?
Oh.
And I've heard the last 2 questions. I actually know the answer to those 2. I heard them recently.
Hey,
So,
don't-
you know,
Absolutely.
I'm just banging them straight in.
I'm saying nothing. I'm just sitting back off my keyboard. I just, got my smoking jacket on, got the pipe. Just
You sit there, look pretty, Elton. You sit there, look pretty, and I'll fire in the right answers. Don't worry.
Just text me when you need me, Dave.
Last question for the round. Only 4 players were not involved in a loss this season for Fulham. Half a
4
point
players.
per correct answer.
4 players were not involved in a loss.
Correct. And that includes being subbed on or subbed off during a game.
Yeah, I reckon that's one. Yeah.
I'm trying.
It's a tricky one. That's a good one, that one.
That is
Oh,
a
you didn't
tricky
hear this one then, Dave?
Didn't hear this one. Didn't hear this one. Don't worry. We'll work it out. We'll work it out, won't we, Elton?
Absolutely.
Not involved in a loss.
Involved in a loss. I'm not running out of players. Just got a squad of losers, haven't we?
Right. I'll just run through the questions again before we move on. I can see you guys are still putting in a few answers there. Question 1, how many appearances did Carlos Vinicius make before being loaned out to Galatasaray? Question 2, who was subbed on the most this season in all competitions? Question 3, who played the most minutes this season in all competitions? Question 4, how many players appeared in the Premier League for Fulham this season? And question 5, only 4 players were not involved in the loss this season. Who were they? Half a point per correct answer. I'll give you guys a few more seconds before we wrap it up.
The last one you put, Sam, he did come on and lost
Did he?
recently, so that's fine. Yeah, so that one's not a goer.
I reckon it's going to be like something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dave and Elton, I'll give you guys 10 more seconds because I can see that you've only got...
Is it Premier League only, or is it all
No, it's all competitions.
How do you spell his name?
Okay.
Did he play?
Yeah. I don't want to say for those ones over there.
No, I've got one.
Yeah.
5,
Not
4,
him, but
3, 2, 1.
he came on.
Tony Khan says stop.
Okay. Tony Khan says stop.
Pens down, everyone. Pens down.
Tony Khan should listen to himself more.
Oh. Actually, before we go on, the production value has increased dramatically. So if you've got any incentive to watch this, it's high. It's high.
Oh, you've got to watch. Surely, get the YouTube out and watch. Of course.
Right, guys. Pens down. I can see if you're making any edits. Let's stop right there. Going through the answers for this round. How many appearances did Carlos Vinicius make before being loaned out to Galatasaray? The answer, 16 appearances.
That many?
Really?
What?
That many,
Wow.
yes.
Really? No way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Including being subbed on as well. 16 appearances before he got loaned out.
That's
Remember,
staggering.
he did get loaned out in January, didn't he?
Yeah, but he did nothing that whole
No,
time.
He would often come off the bench and make an appearance.
And elbow
Um,
people. I think
Yeah.
Dave and
Yeah.
Elton, do you want to
Yeah.
give your answer there? You've got it up.
we went with 8.
Yeah.
Sam and
that's-
Skibby went with.
We went with 3.
3. I thought it was
3.
less.
Yeah,
Isn't it
16
amazing
appearances.
how quickly you forget? It seems like such a long time ago when we were
Uh,
even talking about him. It's amazing, isn't
I
it?
think we all just
Yeah.
wish it was less, but it was 16.
Jesus.
I agree.
Question
Yeah.
2. Who was subbed on the most in all competitions? Both of you got this right. The man, Tom
Indeed.
Kearney. Subbed
Isn't he
on
the most subbed
24
on in our
times.
history now?
He is. He
must be.
passed that. I think in the final game of the season, he became
He
the
did,
most
yeah.
subbed on player for Fulham in Premier League history. Next question. Who played the most minutes in all competitions this season? Now, both of you unfortunately went with the wrong answer, which you gave
Oh.
as
Leno.
Leno.
don't know. The correct answer was actually Anthony Robinson.
Oh,
played-
we had it in the notes. We had it in
I
the
saw
notes.
it go in the notes and for Sam and
Yeah.
Skibby. Anthony
Ah.
Robinson
Yeah.
played in the most of the cup competitions as well. Ballatore was at AFCON during the cup competitions and also
He did play
injured
against
early
Italy,
season
so-
as well. He
I
did,
need
yes.
I need to trust my water. I actually knew
do.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
On
Do you
top
know
of
what
that
I-
as well, David said that he'd heard the answer to that one. And
I
completely
think it's
forgotten.
because I hadn't read the question properly and spotted that all competitions note.
All competitions. Leno
because
had
in
the
the
most
league-
in the Premier League. Yeah,
in the
correct.
league, it was Leno. So that's what I'd heard. So yeah, read the questions
All
properly.
good.
Yeah,
Is the
always
moral.
read the rubric.
Mm.
Question 4. Oh, sorry, I haven't even given the answer there. Anthony Robinson, in fact, had 3,749 minutes in all competitions this season.
Jesus.
Uh,
Christ.
How many players appeared in the Premier League for Fulham this season? Dave and Elton answer first.
Well, Dave said 25. We said 25.
Sam and Skibby.
I'm not really sure if
18.
Dad can say we at this point, but we've said 18 because we're working as a team.
And the answer was
And I don't need to.
25.
So we used everyone that we put in our squad.
Well, you'll soon see in the next question that we sort of used everyone we put in our squad. Only 4 players weren't involved in a loss this season. Half a point per correct answer. Sam and Skibby, do you want to give me yours first?
Go on, Sam.
Okay, so we've gone Ballatore.
Incorrect.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rodak.
Incorrect.
I mean, he did.
Hang on. Is this Premier League or is this
All competitions.
all competition?
That's
All
too
right.
rough.
Okay.
Tough.
Rodak
we-
played
we-
against Newcastle in the cup, and we lost that game, and so did Ballatore.
All right. Okay. Yeah, and we've gone for De Figueroa
Correct.
and Tanton.
Also correct. Now, Dave and Elton, I can see you've gone for the exact same 4 players.
Did you
so
actually?
Oh wow!
Yeah, we
Mm,
did.
yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Each team
okay.
will receive 1 point. The
Mm.
2 players who you missed, however, any final guesses?
Dibley Diaz? Did
Nope.
he play? Ugh.
Tyrese Francois.
Correct.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, I don't even remember
Yeah.
him playing.
He
Me
got
neither.
subbed on, I think, in one of the early games in the league this season.
wow.
Must have been like.
And the
usually
only other
Sheffield.
player who you've all missed, Alexander Mitrovic.
Of
Came on against
Of
Everton
course.
I'm
and
glad
then
I
left.
missed that one.
course. Yeah.
Right. No. Dead to me. Dead to me.
So
Yeah.
a good start to round 1, guys. The scoreboard at the moment: Sam and Skibby on 2 points, Dave and Elton taking an early lead, 4 points.
Mm.
And on to
Yeah.
the first of our mini games. Now, guys, these are, I was going to say complicated. It's not complicated, but this game will require you to work individually more so than as a team. And 3 points will be awarded to the winning individual here.
Okay.
So, mini game number 1 is around goal scorers. This season, there were 17 players who scored a competitive goal for Fulham. Going one at a time, name all 17 players. If you get one wrong, you are out, but your teammate can continue to guess. So, as per the layout of our screen, Skibby, you'll go first, Dave second, Sam third, Elton fourth, and then back to Skibby again.
Oh my God, it's pressure. All right.
It is pressure. Now, I've got all the answers here. Skibby, I'll hand to you first. Name me a player who scored a competitive goal for Fulham this season.
Raul Jimenez.
Correct. Dave.
Okay.
Rodrigo Muniz.
Correct. Nice of you to take the easy ones first. Sam.
Castagna.
Timothy Castagna. Correct. Elton.
That's a weird early. That's a weird early choice, but anyway.
Mhm.
That's one you keep in the back pocket, Sammy.
Wilson.
Harry Wilson. Correct. Skibby.
Andreas Pereira.
Correct. Dave.
Willian.
Correct. Sam.
Torre.
Adama Traore, do you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Correct. Elton.
Iwobi.
Correct. Skibby.
Sasha Lukic.
Your favourite? Correct.
My favourite.
Dave.
Bobby De Cordova Reed.
Correct. Our third highest goal scorer. Sam.
Jalperina.
Correct. Elton.
What's his face? That's
Time limit. Time limit. Time.
I forgot.
Time.
No.
Now
Ease
you're
up. The
done.
time limit's going to start in the next round. Dad.
Very quiet, boy. Calvin Bassey.
Calvin Bassey. Correct. Right. There will be a 5-second timer now for each answer. Skibby.
Tim Ream.
Correct. Dave.
Tossing.
Correct. Sam.
Oh Christ. Harry Wilson. Have we already done Harry Wilson?
We've already said
Yep.
Harry Wilson. 3, 2, One.
East Deal? Christ. Okay.
correct, Sam. Dad.
Anthony Robinson.
Incorrect. You are out of the game. Just so everyone's aware, there are only 3 players left. Skibby.
Kenny Tete.
Correct. Dave.
Oh.
Carlos Vinicius.
Correct. And Sam?
Ooh.
Sasa Lukic?
Already been said.
Jesus.
3, 2,
Nah,
bow.
I got nothing.
Dave and Skibby, this is the last one. First one to say the final player who scored Fulham this season will win the points.
Tom Kearney.
Correct.
I thought we had already said Tom Kearney.
You like that, Elton? You like
I
that one?
love that. I love
What I'm
that.
going to
He's
do
just
there,
sitting back
guys,
there
I'm going to
going,
split the points because that was impressive. The fact that we got pretty
Pardon?
much to the end.
Sick of it.
Dave and Elton are going to get 2 points there. Sam and Skibby will get 1 point for that game. Well done, guys. That was very
I
impressive.
I love the way Dave was just sitting on something, hoping no one was going to say Tom Kearney, and he was just sitting on there. Very tactical, Dave. Very tactical.
Well, I was
And
thinking
Sam,
more.
that's why you keep Timothy Castagna in the back pocket because I think
that's why I
people would
went
have struggled
big
with
early.
that one.
No,
I
because
felt
I thought everyone was going to go big early, and then I just wasn't necessarily sure where I was going to come in, so I tried to go on the other side.
I felt more in competition with Jack there because I thought he was sitting there thinking, "I've got these guys with this. I've got these guys." And then when I
Hey,
threw
guys,
Carlos
this is-
Vinicius in, I saw his face drop.
This is the easy part of the quiz. Just be aware. Right, guys, we've motored through the first couple of rounds into round 2. Moments from the 23-24 season.
Oh God.
Pens at the ready as we go into round 2, just making sure everyone's into their answer sheets. So let's get cracking. Name the 4 sides that Fulham played in pre-season.
Oh, I didn't even get that one right.
Literally, he's like busted leg over here.
Oh Christ, who was the other one? Who
It
the
was
other
in
one?
that tournament.
Oh. Was it?
Oh no.
Right, I'll
Yeah.
move on to the
Ah,
Yeah,
next question.
Was it-
yeah,
that one?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Elton
Question
nailed that one.
2. Ivan Cavallero and Anthony Knockaert finally left Fulham this summer. Which clubs did they move to?
Oh my god.
It was
Oh!
a massive moment for me personally this season. So
That's one of them.
That's one of them.
Yeah, that's one of them. Elton.
where
Okay.
Ivan
where-
went.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
where Cavallero
Um,
is. I got that one too.
Oh no, I'm okay. In my brain, I'm messing up where Joe Bryan went.
Oh, hang on.
So not to really give it away, but he went to second division France. This is how obscure this is.
Mm,
Right.
no,
I will never forget the
yeah,
team.
I
he
don't know
went
the
to,
answer.
Something like that. I don't know. It's something like that.
Right. I'll move on to question 3. What was the most games Fulham won back to back this season?
Ooh.
One.
It was definitely
Is that
one.
your answer, Sam?
Nah. That was
pretty bad-
What do you think, Elton?
W Owen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, the most games Fulham won back to back this season. An additional clue: all competitions included.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's going to throw a spanner in the works.
Mm,
Then I think.
And again with this, I'll make it
I
closest
still
win.
think it is that. I still think it is that.
are you happy with that? I'm happy. If you're
Yeah.
happy, I'm happy.
All right. Oh, look at us.
mm.
Exactly.
Yeah, go that. Go that.
Mm,
Go that. Dave.
Question 4: what month did Rodrigo Muniz win Premier League Player of the Month?
Oh.
Hmm.
Or
What month did Rodrigo Muniz win Premier League Player of the Month?
Because I believe it was for this month. Therefore, he received it in the after month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Happy with that.
Final question for round 2. Rodrigo Muniz famously quoted his 3 favorite things in order. What were they? And please give them to me in order.
Jesus.
But in order, I think they're the 3 things.
They'll need to be in order for you to receive the points.
mm,
I'll just run through the questions again. I was about to run through the answers. Name the 4 sides Fulham played in pre-season. Cavallero and Knockaert left Fulham this summer. Which clubs did they move to? What was the most games Fulham won back-to-back this season? What month did Muniz win Premier League Player of the Month? And Muniz famously quoted his 3 favourite things in order. What were they in order?
Are you happy with that, Sam? I think
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Do you want a blank here, Elton, on that one?
yeah, I think we're definitely on the right track here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Right, I'm going to
Yeah,
call it
thank
there
you.
because
Oh,
you're not
dear.
on the
Okay.
right track. So
Yeah.
Tony Khan in
blank
black
with that
and
one.
white says stop. And we'll move on to the answers for round 2.
dear.
Name the 4 sides Fulham played in pre-season. Congratulations, you both got it absolutely right. We've already announced that we're playing one of those sides again this pre-season, which is
Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim, correct. And then in the Premier League Cup or whatever that silly competition in the US was called, Fulham played.
Oh,
Brentford.
Reality?
yeah. Sorry.
Chelsea.
Sorry. Yeah, I was on
And
that.
Villa.
Brentford, Chelsea, and Villa, correct. 1 point apiece there. Well done, guys. Next question. Ivan Cavallero and Anthony Knockaert left Fulham this summer. Which clubs did they move to? Skibby and Sam, what did you put?
So for Cavallero, put Lille.
Correct.
And then I know this is wrong because I believe it begins with a V, but I put an Angers FC for knockout, but I know it's like a second division French team, but I think it's like Valqueires or something like that. I don't know.
And I wrote Baguette.
I'm very close to just giving you the points anyway there. You did get Cavalera correct. Knockout moved to Valenciennes is the name of the team in France. Very close.
Yeah.
Dave and Elton unfortunately get no points there. Dave, what did you go for? Very close.
I threw Lens out, and then if you look in the notes, I kind of was backtracking towards Lille. But we didn't have time to discuss it, so we my bad.
No, not quite. But yes, I can see it in the notes. They're very close. Next question, question 3. Oh, I haven't been doing these slides. Sorry, my bad. Question 3. What was the most games Fulham won back-to-back this season? The answer, just 2. Forest and West Ham in December. Yeah. Arsenal and Rotherham in December, January. And Man United and Brighton in Feb, March. Both of you put in 3, although I saw both of you also put in the notes 2. No points, unfortunately, for either side.
You threw a red herring at us when you said, it's all competitions.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, it was all competitions because we beat Arsenal and Rotherham, so I had to put in all competitions.
But it's because I knew that we had Forest and West Ham was back-to-back 5-0, and I knew that. And then you suddenly went all competitions. I was like, was there a sneaky cup game at the end of that?
I thought Everton might have followed that, but I think Everton followed Newcastle, now that I think about it. So
close but no cigar. Both teams got this one right. What month did Rodrigo Muniz win Premier League Player of the Month? The answer, March. Both correct there, so a point apiece. And the final question for the round. Muniz famously quoted his 3 favourite things. What were they in order? Skibby, I'll hand to you.
God, football, fishing.
Correct.
Oh,
yes. Come on.
Wow.
Just a note here that Dave and Elton came up with, just in the notes, animals.
You're a complete blank on this one.
Just animals.
Proper blank. But I'm glad you put
We're going to be
something
starting our separate WhatsApp chat so that Jack can't see this and embarrass us.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to ask you to read it out anyway, so...
I don't know if you saw the notes, which I just didn't simply entertain, which was Sam thinking that one of his favorite things might be schnitzel noodles. Schnitzels with noodles, was it?
Yeah, because you were just naming things, and I was like, schnitzel with noodles.
I think that must be his 4th thing.
No, that's just a Sound of Music reference for everyone in the know, because that's what I'm providing tonight.
I liked it, Sam. I liked it. Guys, an update after 3 rounds played so far. Dave and Elton on 8 points. Sam and Skibby have made up ground now on 7 points, all to play for. So, guys, mini game number 2. This game is called Starting 11. Now, this is going to be a little bit, possibly a bit tricky. We'll wait and see. Fulham opened their season with a 1-0 win against Everton, taking turns as we did last round. Name the starting 11 from both teams in any order. If you get one wrong, you're out, but your teammate can continue to guess. If you name a player who was subbed on, you get to guess again.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now,
right.
like I said...
Did you say we've got to name Everton starting?
Yeah, so basically there were there were 2 11s in this team, in this game, sorry. The Everton team and the Fulham team. All you need to do is name someone who was on the pitch for that game. If you name someone who was subbed on during that game, you will get to guess again. If you get an answer wrong, you are out. Got it. We all understand how this works?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll go in reverse order this time. So it'll be Elton, Sam, Dave, and Skibby. We'll get through a fair whack of it before I implement a timer, but please try and keep your answers coming quick and fast. Okay. We ready to go? Elton?
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah, go on then. João Palhinha.
Incorrect.
Yeah, that's broken.
Wasn't he?
I think he had
Injured.
a broken hand. didn't he?
Injured.
Yeah.
Bobby Decordova
Wow.
Reid.
Don't worry, Elton. I got this. I'm focused.
Bobby Decordova Reid was subbed on. Sam, you get to guess again.
Christ.
There's literally 22 players.
Leno.
Bernd Leno is correct. Dave.
It's just
Alex
the pressure.
Alex Iwobi for Everton. Correct.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Anthony Robinson.
Correct. Sam.
This is really difficult.
That's the point.
Was Willian there? I'm gonna go Willian.
Willian. Correct. Dave.
Andreas Pereira.
Oh yes.
Andreas Pereira was subbed on during the game. Guess again, Dave.
Okay. I will go with Jordan Pickford.
Jordan Pickford. Correct.
I like the way Dave's named the whole Everton team.
Our team seems to have been a bit of a mess.
I'm going to go
Skibby.
with Dwight McNeil.
I had that in my back pocket. Oh, okay.
Dwight McNeil
Don't
He
tell me
did
he wasn't
play.
playing.
No, he was.
did not play.
Really?
Wow.
No, I'm not having
Really?
that. I'm no.
I'm sure he played.
Oh, he played in the game at the end of last season and he scored, didn't he? Is that what you're thinking?
Potential.
So he didn't
he
play.
scored at Goodison, didn't he?
Dwight McNeil did not play. I'm going to have to check this live now because
I'm sure he
yes.
played.
Because I remember thinking he was boss, although it could be.
last season he scored against us.
He scored at Goodison at the end of last season.
I'm just double checking, but I'm almost certain, having done this earlier, Dwight McNeil did not play.
Oh,
No,
well,
Christ, okay.
Dwight McNeil was not even in the squad.
Oh.
He must have been injured. So
that's
Skibby,
annoying.
you're out. It is now Sam versus Dave. Sam, you first.
I'm making unhelpful notes for you, Dave, so keep looking at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Am I allowed
Surely
to
that's
do that?
illegal. Surely
I
that's. illegal.
haven't been looking at
Skibby's
those.
able to do the same thing.
oh,
but
can I do the same?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes
I
this
didn't know.
very
that.
different.
I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
Sam. The
I-
timer's going to make it hard
Ooh.
for you soon, though.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll go with Skibby. Oh yeah, that's Vinicius.
Carlos Vinicius did not play.
Didn't he?
He was an unused substitute.
Really?
Dave, you need to get this one right to win.
Harrison
I
Reed.
didn't help you at all.
No.
Harrison Reed did play. Dave and Elton take the points.
God, that was easy.
Who was our
That was-
starting lineup then?
That was
Who
terrible.
start-
What
Who
All
did
right,
start?
I'll run through both starting lineups. I'll give you Everton's first, seeing as it's Dave's favourite team apparently. Pickford in goal, Patterson, Keane, Tarkowski, and Young at the back. Onana, Iwobi, Gay, and Garner in midfield with Maupay and Doucouré up front. Fulham, Leno in goal, Tete, Ream, Diop, and Robinson at the back. Reed, Kenny, and Lukic in the middle.
Oh,
Wilson and Willian on the wings, and Raul Jimenez started up front.
mm,
Pereira,
I genuinely
Decordova Reid,
didn't
and
think he started.
Mitrovic were all subbed on.
mm.
So I didn't think Raul Jimenez started straight away. I thought it was Vinicius.
I thought Mitrovic
No, he did start that game.
Mitrovic
Well, I know
came on.
Came on. I remember Mitrovic.
Yeah.
coming
Vinicius
on.
was an unused substitute in that game.
Mm.
But yeah, Jimenez started that game. And again, I completely
Oh, he hit
agree.
the post.
I do
He hit
not
the post.
remember.
He hit the post
Yeah,
in that game.
the sole goal scorer was Bobby Decordova Reid, who came off the bench to replace Willian.
Mm.
So, yep, Dave and Elton take out the points there. A solid start. That's 2 points for Dave and Elton there. Moves them to 10. Sam and Skibby sitting on 7 points. Will move into round 3.
Okay.
Now, this round is anagrams. I'd suggest if you have a pen and paper there, it might make life a little bit easier for you. Although you can pop them into your sheet and work on them. What I will say for this round, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to get through these, and what we're going to do is play on basically. So I'm not going to expect you to do them super quickly. You're going to have probably the next 5 minutes or so to try and work these out.
Yeah.
Might need a couple of days. So anagrams. So basically, what I've done here is jumbled up a bunch of player names, put them into anagrams. You have to work out the player. Just a little clue, I guess. They are full names for these players, not middle names, but first and last names. So here are your 5 anagrams for round 3. There we go. You'll have until round 4 starts to complete the following anagrams. Anagram number 1, a sonata by Irido.
Oh, I'm so bad at these.
Yeah, me too.
Irido spelled I-R-I-D-O. Number 2, a bonnet iron nose. Bonnet with 2 N's for those playing at home. Number 3, aired areas ripen. Aired
I've got one of them.
A-I-R-E-D. Areas A-R-E-A-S. And ripen R-I-P-E-N. Number 4, a radar moat. A radar moat. And number 5, noble nerd. Noble nerd. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds just to write those down. I'd suggest writing them all down somewhere in your answer sheets. Just so you have some time.
Sure. I'm not even 100% sure I know what an anagram even is. And I'm dyslexic, and you know this.
Sam, if you're dyslexic, all these letters should be flying around your head and just coming up in front of you glowing.
That's not how dyslexia works. It's not being Rain Man.
No, surely. They're surely all unscrambled, Sam. Just read them out.
Because they're already jumbled, therefore they'll just unjumble for you.
This is why I had a terrible childhood, because I've just got my family members just assuming I've got words floating around my head.
Oh God, this is
right. Just confirming. Have you guys got those written down so that you can come back to them? Because you do have.
I got another one, Elton.
The next little while to actually get through these and answer these. Are you happy to move on to the next round at that point, or do you want a couple more seconds to write those down?
I need to write them down, Jack.
Just take a picture. Just take a picture.
You could have pasted them in, Jack.
I did paste them
into our answer sheet.
Oh, well, no, that I could have pasted them in, to be fair, but yeah, it's not hard to type them out. Right, Dave, I assume you got a picture. Dad, you've written them down?
Just photographically unscrambling them, Jack.
All right, so what you mean is I'm leaving this one up to Dave. We'll move on then to the next round while you guys have a think about that. It's another pen and paper one for the dyslexic boy.
Jeez.
We've got FFC algebra. Now, this is one that I've had in my head for the last 12 months, and we've finally got a chance to actually do it. FFC algebra, you're going to be provided with a group of questions which all have a numerical answer. Listen closely and find the answer to the equation.
Can I just ask you a question? How on earth do you think we should be moving on to the next round when that was so ridiculously difficult?
What is going on here?
It wasn't difficult. Just let the letters unjumble themselves. That's how anagrams work.
Okay. Yeah.
Outrageous.
Don't worry. You'll have time. You'll be able to do this and take your time. The joy of not going live is that I can play a little bit of music in the background and give you guys a couple of extra minutes for this one. So while you're working on the anagrams, FFC algebra, you'll be provided with a group of questions which all have a numerical answer. Listen closely and find the answer to the equation. Each player will complete this individually, and your score will be added up and divided by 2 to give you a team answer. The closest.
Such a nerd, Jack.
I win. Okay. All right.
Don't worry about how it works. Just answer the questions. It's simple as that.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
this is a little bit small on the screen,
It's
but I'll
really
read them out for you as well.
Okay.
Okay, so your first part of the equation, the number of points Fulham ended this season on.
I
And
know
just
that
quietly,
one.
there's no worrying about brackets or anything. You take that number and then what you're going to do is minus the next number. It's simple.
Okay.
So the number of points Fulham ended the season on.
I can't seem to type at the moment. Hang on. There we
I
go.
can't seem to know.
That is what we ended the season on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about that.
I'm believing you.
From that number, minus Ballatore's shirt number.
I think
Yep.
I know that actually.
This is why it's good having Sam in your team.
Mhm.
From there, add the number of league goals scored by Alex Iwobi.
Oh.
It's not that high.
You sure?
Yeah, definitely not more than that, I don't think.
Mm.
All right. From there, divide that number by the
Jesus.
number of appearances from Armando Broja.
Oh,
Can we
God.
work that one out? Oh, and I don't know. We'd be here all day, wouldn't we?
Just so you're aware as well, I haven't gone into decimal points here. That might give you a little clue.
Okay.
Well, Vinicius had 16, and I just missed that. That's really thrown a perception spanner. I reckon.
Rodrigo was so
The first,
good though.
the
he just
first
wasn't
two are
being
right,
looked.
Dave. I'm confident that
Mm.
that's correct.
I honestly, I reckon
Think it's
reckon
more?
it's more than that. I reckon it might even be around that.
Okay.
Because he definitely got subbed off.
So that's the number of appearances from Broja. That includes being subbed on.
Okay.
Times that by the number of points we took from Crystal Palace across the season.
I think you're right with that one, Sammy. The
Yeah.
one before, anyway.
Hmm.
Because I've got it to, yeah.
What was the sorry? There was the Palace. Did you
Number
say?
of
The number of
points.
points
Number
we
of
took on
points
Okay.
Palace.
taken
Oh yeah, I know
against
that.
Palace this season. That's across the 2 games he played at them, home and away. And then finally, add the number of goal contributions from Andreas Pereira. So the number of goals and the number of assists.
Jeez.
Add. Did it say? Did it say add?
Add, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You reckon it's so much? Okay.
I think so.
It's gone weird in our
I think-
screen here.
I think that's right.
I'll note that
That
I
looks
said
about
do
right.
them individually and we'll add it up as a team, but I realize you guys have just done it as a big team. So we'll just take
Oh.
the one answer from you guys. That should be fine.
Hang on, I haven't done my math so far, so hang on.
And
Okay.
a reminder as well, there are no decimal points at
Yeah.
any stage of the process.
Yeah.
So I'll run through it all
Right.
again. The number of points Fulham ended the season on,
Yeah.
minus Ballatore's shirt number, plus the number of league goals scored by Alex Iwobi, divided by the number of appearances from Armando Broja, multiplied by the number of points against Crystal Palace, and then add the number of goal contributions from Andreas Pereira.
So that's what I got, Sammy.
I think we might have just lost Sam quickly, but he'll be back in.
I was going to say, I thought he was in the zone.
Did you say?
I am struggling a bit. Go on.
Yeah. Did you say, Jack, that at no point in the algebra do we end up with decimal points,
Correct.
Okay.
even after the divide?
At any step, there were no decimal points.
So I didn't get any decimal points.
That's-
I'm
that's
already pretty
tricky.
good, I think. Hopefully.
Okay.
It just means if you've got a decimal point, you're probably out by 1 or 2 somewhere.
Yeah, we've gone wrong somewhere else, haven't we? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to put some
Yeah.
ideas forward here, Dave.
Yeah. Yep. Got that.
Skibby and Sam, while the others are
Mm-hmm.
working it out, there's still time to go through those
Oh, yeah, I
anagrams
need to
as
do my
well.
anagrams.
Nah, yeah, I can. Yeah,
Are you happy with my maths there, Sam?
as if I would know.
That's the only
Yeah.
way I can get.
Yeah, that works.
Only way I can
Let's do
get
that. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
maths to work.
Yeah.
Oh, this number 15 should be easy. It's such a small name.
You reckon that's correct for Palace? Yeah.
Yeah. That is. Yeah.
And then the last one is Andreas Pereira's
Yeah,
contribution.
Goal
can't-
contributions.
I think.
So that's goals and assists.
Is it? It's around that number, which would be that. It'll be clear. It's around that. I think, Alton. Right, let me have a look at these numbers.
let's
I've
have
had
a look
enough
at
of that game.
I'll do the maths. I'll do the maths.
Yeah, you crack on with the math, and I'll try and work out the other ones.
15 should be easy, man. Like, it's only 8 letters. No, 9 letters.
I swear it's a conspiracy because I feel that the
Yeah,
D should
I'm
be-
happy with your number, David.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that then.
Right, I think we've both got answers now for the mini game. What I'll do, I'll just give you guys maybe a
I need
minute
more
or so
this one. Oh my
to
god, you're
get
kidding me.
a few anagrams.
Okay.
This is actually what happens with dyslexia. I'll just stare at something and then my brain will just kind of short circuit.
Mm.
So I'm just kind of just staring at these groups of letters now, and nothing.
I mean, I'll give you a tip with the anagrams. Don't think about the anagram itself. Think about the Fulham squad.
That's
It'll
what
make
I'm
life a lot
doing.
easier.
That's what I'm doing. I'm like, who's got?
Who's not doing that?
If anything, I'm trying to like fit like a square shape in like a circle hole because I'm looking
This
at
is-
like Noble Nerd and I'm like, but that should be a B on the end because then that could almost be Bert Leno, but it's not. Or maybe it is. Oh, there it is.
I think you're right.
I told you, Sam. I
literally
told you.
missed the B.
I
Literally
told you,
missed the
Sam.
B.
Who the hell is that? That is
Jesus
brilliant.
Christ.
And that is how dyslexia works, my friend.
Do that again, Sam, but with all of them.
Yeah, do it again.
That's
I'm
proper
literally
Rain
looking at the
Man
first
shit.
one and going, that should
Right.
be that. Oh, yeah, there's that letter.
Radar
is
mode.
that?
No, I
can't
didn't do
be-
that. I literally just looked at it and then I just went, wait.
No.
Oh wait, where is that? There was one that had a sneaky little Y in it.
Oh, yeah, I've got
Wait.
one. I've got one.
Wait, I got one.
Okay, which one have you got?
Top one. I
Oh,
think
well
I've
done.
got it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just noticed that we're missing a
like-
letter on number 14.
Oh, that's
And that letter is
unhelpful.
the letter is the letter E.
I'm going with it.
Hilariously, I figured that one out.
Wait,
Yes,
which one's
well,
missing a
that's,
letter?
that's a dyslexia.
With-
On
one.
number 14.
On number 14, we're missing the letter E.
And I didn't need that E, apparently.
Guys, I'm going to give it 30 more seconds and then we're going to move on.
Well, I was like, that's wrong.
Oh, wait.
It's not though.
Oh,
Is that-
okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, go with it. It's better
Yeah.
than I've got.
10
Nick, come on, we've got one more to
seconds.
go. Come on.
Yeah.
3, 2,
Hang
1.
on.
I can't do that.
No,
one.
I'm not saying. No, hang on. That's not how quizzes work.
Stop the
Tony
clock.
Come on
Khan
then.
says stop. Tony
Who is
Khan
it?
says stop. Right, let's go to the algebra first. I'd like each team to walk us through their steps here.
Okay.
Starting with Dave and Elton. Number of points Fulham ended the season on.
That's 47, I'm sure.
And Sam and Skibby, what number did you go for there?
48.
48.
And the answer was 47.
Ooh,
Bollocks.
okay.
Photo Ballatore's shirt number, both teams got correct as 12.
Mhm.
The number of league goals
Mm.
scored by Alex Iwobi was 5.
Oh,
Sorry, Sam.
Oh,
that's knackered everyone.
Well, it didn't fit
actually-
it didn't fit my math, so I had to change
Yeah.
it.
Actually, we might be. Wait, okay, this is my bad maths. If we got 48, does that still make us still in the running?
Yeah, it absolutely. It's all about
Oh,
the
yeah.
final answer here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God.
47 is the answer to the first question. Minus 12 as Ballatore's shirt number gives you 35.
Oh,
Plus Alex Iwobi's
Ah.
5 goals
it's like Fury
gets you
Road.
to 40. The number of league appearances from Armando Broja was 8.
Okay.
That gets you down to 5 because we're dividing by 8.
Okay.
Times by the number of points against Crystal Palace this season, which was 2. 2 draws.
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
battered
I said.
Selhurst.
No, we
That
drew
gets you
0-0.
Yep, that's correct. That gets you to 10. And then plus the number of goal contributions from Andreas Pereira, 3 goals, 9 assists, gives you 12, giving you a final score of 22.
Ooh,
Now,
okay.
Dave and Elton,
Oh dear.
We're close.
did you work out your final score? 47 minus 12.
Yes, but
Plus
it's wrong.
4.
It's very
It is wrong.
Is it-
Divided
what have
by
we got?
3.
We
times
said
by
30,
2.
39.
39, yeah.
39.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
miles
Task
out.
failed
Yep.
successfully.
They got 39. Sam and Skibby managed 26 there. Sam and Skibby take out the points.
Well, hang on a second.
We
What,
didn't
in
get
what
single
Zero
one.
points.
In what universe,
What?
for the subject
Dad.
of maths, do you
Dad.
get the win by being close to the answer?
When the quizmaster says closest answer wins.
Yeah.
Also, this isn't a
Absolute
democracy. This is
rubbish.
wacky races. Okay, get with it. All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right,
rubbish.
coming in. What's the next one?
We're
Moving
going
on.
to go on the anagrams and just go back to the answers for the anagrams. So the first one, the answer is Tosin Adarabioyo,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
Dave and Elton got correct. The second one, a bonnet iron nose, Anthony Robinson. The third one, aired areas ripen, Andreas Pereira.
Yep.
The fourth one with the missing E, a radar moat, is Adama Traore. And as Sam already let us know, the last one, Noble Nerd, is Bernd Leno. I can say that Dave and Elton picked up full marks there with
You got
5 points.
full. Oh.
Yep, and Sam and Skibby only got 1 wrong for 4 points. A little update before we head into round 4. We have Sam and Skibby on 14, Dave and Elton on 15.
Jesus.
Ooh.
All to
It
play
is tight.
This is
Round
okay.
4. Now, this year, as many people know, we've covered FFC women's team fairly closely.
God.
This is a round on FFCW. A
This
lot of
could
this
be
information, This could separate the wheat from the chaff big time.
We might need to cut this part out because we got a good relationship with these girls, so I don't want to throw it all away.
Hey, one team might be saying, no, we're keeping this bit in. Get all 5 questions right.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true.
here we go. Round 4, FFCW. Let's go. Who was Fulham Women's top goal scorer this season?
Okay, I know that.
I don't know that actually, but I can have a pretty good guess.
Question 2. What was the biggest win of the season for Fulham Women?
Oh, there's so many massive wins.
It's in that order, Dave.
More impressively, it was away from home.
Yeah.
I'll go with whatever you think. I just had maybe I saw something, but I don't know.
I think I know the score, but I don't remember who it
We
was.
need the actual score, Jack.
Yeah, the actual score.
Okay. Yeah, stay with that.
Yeah.
Players' player of the season was a tie between which 2 players?
Oh God.
Jeez.
I think. Actually, I don't think she was. You know.
Players' player of the season was a tie between which 2 players?
I don't know the answer.
I think that's one of them.
Are you sure? I'm
so.
gonna do a rogue shout on. I don't actually think that's right, but I'm pretty sure.
Minor guesses, but
Next question. For the first time, Fulham Women played 2 games at Craven Cottage. Who were the opponents for the 2 games?
And who is the other one?
Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't them, was it?
Sure. Let's rock with that.
I think it was. I think that's the game I watched.
Yeah. Then yeah.
And the final one, Fulham Women finished the season on a record number of points.
Oh, Christ.
How many points?
Oh, Christ.
I'll allow closest wins for this one as well.
Hang on.
Take a stab at it, Alan.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Fairly short seasons, but
Yeah, I don't think there's enough teams in the league to get that many points.
Are you sure?
Just a recap of the questions. Who was Fulham's top goal scorer this season? What was the biggest win of the season? Players' player of the season was a tie between which 2 players? Fulham played 2 games at Craven Cottage. Who were the opponents for the 2 games? And Fulham finished the season on a record number of points. How many closest will win?
yeah,
Right.
those are my best guess.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Tony Khan says stop. Thank you. Rightio. Answers. Question 1. Who was Fulham's top goal scorer this season? Dave and Elton.
We went for Georgia Heisman.
Skibby and Sam.
Also, Georgia Heisman.
The answer, Sophie Manzi. With 23 goals.
I put in brackets Sophie Manzi, but I went with Georgia.
Outscored by 1.
I deleted Sophie Manzi at the very last minute.
This is going by the London and South East regional website. So if it's incorrect, it's all their fault.
Yeah.
But as per that website, it is Sophie Manzi, 23 goals for the season. Question 2. What was the biggest win of the season for Fulham Women's? The answer:
I've
15-0 versus
Oof.
Crawley AFC.
Oh,
I said 11-0.
Ah,
I had a feeling that I saw 14.
I went for 8, but I think there was there also a 10 in there?
I won the
I
points
think
for
they
that.
only made double figures once, but there were a few 8s and 9s, I think, through the season.
okay.
I won the points for that.
15-0
I was
against
going to say,
Crawley.
was that closest or no?
No, that wasn't.
No,
close.
not closest.
No.
Thanks
Desperate.
for
Skibby,
clarifying that,
you're
Dave.
desperate over here, mate.
Go on, take any points you can.
Player of the season was a tie between which two players? I'll give a half point for each correct answer.
Okay.
Clearly, none of us
Um,
got it.
Pretty much. David Nelson, do you want to have your answers?
I went with Sasha Adamson and Lily Lambert.
And Sam and
Ah.
Skibby?
I changed my at the last minute to Heisman and Manzi.
The correct answer, Georgia Heisman and Ella
Ooh.
Tagliavini.
Ah,
Sam
I
and
love
Skibby
Tagliavini.
Pick
I
up
love
a half point there.
Okay.
Next one. For the first time, Fulham Women's played 2 games at Craven Cottage. Who were the opponents for the 2 games? David Elton
Arsenal and Dartford.
is correct.
I got the wrong bloody D, didn't I?
You did, you did, but that's okay.
And,
Skibby
Dulwich were just arseholes, not that was Dartford.
I got the
Skibby
other
and
D.
Sam there.
There's another one.
To be fair, I did allow it, so I'm just as bad. So it's fine.
I knew it began with D.
As David Elton said, Arsenal, which was 2-2 at full time, 1 on penalties, and Dartford a 4-0 win, unbeaten at the Cottage this season. Final question: Fulham Women's finished the season on a record number of points. How many? Skibby and Sam, give us yours.
I went with 77. I'm going for broke. I actually have no idea. I have no idea.
Whoa,
Completely
This is-
no idea.
this is chalk and cheese.
And Dave and Elton, what was your number?
30.
30.
The correct answer, and I said closest wins. The correct answer, 51.
What is
I'm
the
watching
closest?
the brain ticking there. The closest is
I think we are.
Dave and Elton, who were off by 21 points. Sam and Skibby off by 26.
Damn.
So Dave and Elton take a 1-point win in that round, moving to 17. Sam and Skibby on 15 points. Getting towards the pointy end, there's one mini game and one final round to go. Let's get into the final mini game.
Give me player numbers. Give me player numbers.
It's not player numbers. Now, this is Who Am I?
Okay.
So, it's your job to identify this Fulham player, past or present, from the clues. There will be 5 clues. If you guess after the first clue, you get 5 points. After the second clue, you get 4 points, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you answer incorrectly, you are out of the game. I'll get people to buzz in by shouting their name. And
Okay.
what I'll do is just to, in the interest of trying to make sure that you can, because it's basically fastest finger first. So like I said, there'll be 5 questions. If you get it after the first question, 5 points. You can wait all the way to the end and pick up a single point here. It should be fairly easy by the end. It should be obvious who the player is.
So how many of these people are you doing? Just one?
There are 3 in total.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
get them after the first, there's potentially 15 points, which is what basically both teams have in total. If you buzz in after the first, you are amazing because you're not going to get it. Realistically, I'd expect most people to get around the 2-3 point mark. And as a reminder, if you buzz in and get it wrong, you're out. Your teammate can continue to be part of the mini game, though. So,
Just read the notes,
First-
Dave. Read the notes. I'll be putting you off as hard as I can.
Okay.
player. I'm not putting it up on the screen because I've put all of them up. So, first player for 5 points. I was born on the 8th of August, 1978.
Sam.
Good try, Dave. Skibby was genuinely worried just then, though.
Damn it.
Skibby, I'm going for this.
Skibby
Louis
for
Saha.
5 points. is correct.
Oh, come on.
That's fucking. Let's go.
That is quite incredible.
That's actually
That
quite
was my
ballsy,
face.
Skibby.
I was like,
That was
I
very
thought I knew it. I
ballsy.
was like,
Nah,
you
respect.
know what? When I was a kid, I was so sad that I learned my favorite players' birthdays and I knew Louis Saha's. Very
Mate,
weird.
it's
Oh,
paid
bro,
off.
that is not
30
sad at
years
all.
later,
I
it's
respect
actually
that.
paid off.
You gotta love that. You gotta love.
5
Crazy.
points for Skibby and Sam. That is incredible. To go through all of the potential, all of the clues. I was born on the 8th of August, 1978. My middle name is Laurent. I'm a striker and played 117 games for Fulham, scoring 53 goals. I signed for Metz and represented France internationally. I left to join Man United in 2004. As Skibby said, the man
Wow.
himself,
Fair play.
Luis Saha. Incredible.
Jeez.
Fair play.
I've actually peaked. But anyway.
I was going to say it's not going to get any better than that. If someone buzzes in and gets the next one, I'm probably just walking out and ending the quiz there because that would be amazing.
Bobby Zamora.
Hey, ready to go. Be careful, Sam. I will take your first answer. Right, player number 2 for 5 points. My parents are Hans Joachim and Doris, who moved from West Germany in 1968.
1968.
Oh, go on, Skivvy. I can see you want to.
So many Germans.
Do you know what? I'm going big. Skibby.
Go on.
Karl-Heinz Riedler.
Incorrect.
Oh!
I love the confidence. I'm loving
Skibby.
that confidence.
Skibby is now out.
Yeah.
For 4 points. I hold the record at 2 clubs as their oldest ever player in the Premier League and have the 8th most Premier League appearances of all time.
Sam. Is it
Sam.
Bert Leonard? Oh, no. Van der
No.
Sar.
Also, no. I would have taken Bernd Leno as your answer anyway, but thank you. No.
And,
So, Dave and
and I-
Elton,
and I-
you are in here.
and I must say thank you very much for taking Van der Sar out because I did think of that, Sam.
Yeah.
For 3 points, I am the most capped player for my national team.
Oof. Okay.
Must be a crap nation.
I don't know.
I'll hark back to that comment, Dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
I
2
know who it
points.
is.
Sam,
I know
zip
who it is.
Zip it for 2 points.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I signed for Fulham in 2008, having made 445 appearances for my previous club.
400. See, I think I know, but I'm not.
I would say it's probably worth it because you've got Elton as a backup for the 1 point answer.
I'd break someone's shins to get involved right now.
Damn it!
And
I don't
break
know.
your own.
I don't know. It's not
Is
coming
someone
to me.
going to have a stab?
I've got it. I know who it is.
So they
Not you,
signed for
Sam.
Fulham. Can we just me and Elton have a second just to recap? So they so they signed for Fulham in 2008. Their parents were born in Germany or something. They
Moved from
made-
West Germany in 1968. Moved from West Germany is quite key there.
Okay. So
Yeah,
So they
okay.
moved from Germany.
Yeah,
And then
I know the answer. I know the answer to this.
Okay, go on then, Elton.
He says confidently.
For
Oh,
2 points.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave you in because I think I can go early. I can throw myself on this.
Go on.
Go on, Dad. What is it?
I think Mark Schwarzer.
Is correct.
Yay! Well done.
So angry.
Because my clue was when the host said you're going to be sorry when you say it's a crap country.
Yeah.
That's what gave it away for me. And then from there, I was like, I knew.
The final clue was I started in goal in the Europa League final, which I think everyone would have easily picked up.
Yeah.
The score now after those two, we've got one more to go. Sam and Skibby on 20, Dave and Elton on 19.
Ooh.
Right. Player number 3. This is not easy. I started my career at Crystal Palace, but never made an appearance for them. For 5 points. I like in someone's answer sheet, they just typed, "Who is it?" That is the point of the game.
That was actually for previous when Sam's like, I
What
know
round
it, I
are we
know it.
on?
I was like, well, who is it then?
We're in
Oh,
a mini
Sorry,
game.
I was
yeah.
in my feels.
All right, I'll just repeat that for 5 points. I started my career at Crystal Palace, but never made an appearance for them. For 4 points.
Uh-oh.
I speak 5 languages fluently.
Won't be him then.
Skibby. Roy
Go on,
Hodgson.
Skibby. It is Roy Hodgson.
Wow.
Wow.
Right.
Never
Well
would
done.
have got that.
Well played.
Very impressive.
Skibby. All those nights as a teenager where you could have gone out and now paying back.
Yeah.
To go through the rest of the questions, I spent a large part of my career overseas, but am best known for my spells in England. My career spanned from 1963 to 2024. I was most recently at Crystal Palace after stints at Watford, England, West Brom, and Liverpool. As Skibby said, the man himself, Uncle Roy Hodgson. So,
Damn.
coming into
Yeah.
the final round, and it is tight. And I also realize I don't have a tiebreaker question. So, someone
Player
better win
numbers.
this quiz. Not player numbers, Sam. We know you're very good at those. As I said, at the moment, Dave and Elton have a bit of work to do catching up. Sam and Skiddy currently in the lead, but there are points to be played for here.
Okay.
Round 5 is FFC general knowledge. Let's go. What year was Fulham FC founded?
Yeah.
No doubts on that one.
I think I know.
Although
should know.
Jack does have a shit-eating grin, so I don't know if he's done something a bit cheeky there.
No, I haven't. Question 2. We'll go 1 point per name. Name the 4 people inducted into Forever Fulham this season.
People or players?
People. Apologies for the typo.
Oh God.
Oh God. One of them I can't remember his name, but all right.
Just goes to the ads on Optus Sport, Jack.
Yeah, well, that's true, actually. This is basically Dave versus Skippy.
It's embarrassing. I'm normally getting a pint at this time.
Yep. Number 2 is definitely 1. And yep, 3.
Yeah. No idea.
Right, moving forward.
Yep.
Name the only Japanese international to play for Fulham.
Oh.
Sorry, Sam, that was still your thunder there.
No. You got it.
Question 4. Before Mitrovic's transfer to Al Hilal, who held the record for highest transfer fee received for a Fulham player?
Ooh. Good question.
Yeah.
He was more than the previous one you just mentioned, but
Before Mitrovic's transfer to Al Hilal, who held the record for highest transfer fee received
I know it
as
is.
a Fulham player?
Ooh.
And I'll give
really?
a bonus point. a bonus point if
Really?
you can tell me for how much.
I remember how much it was.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with that.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I'll
right.
go with it.
That's what I can remember.
And the final question of the quiz. Tony Khan holds 4 positions at Fulham. Name them all.
Oh, okay.
To make it interesting, we're going to make it 1 point per correct answer.
Yep.
Tony Khan holds 4 positions at Fulham. Name them all.
I know 2.
Yeah, same.
I knew 2, and then I Googled it, and there are more, which is outrageous.
Mhm. Mm.
So to run through all the questions again as you guys are entering the last bits and pieces. What year was Fulham FC founded? Name the 4 players inducted into Forever Fulham this season. Name the only Japanese international player for Fulham. Before Mitrovic's transfer to Al Hilal, who held the record for highest transfer fee received as a Fulham player? And Tony Khan holds 4 positions at Fulham.
I
Name
feel like
them
that's our
all.
4.
Mm.
I'm happy with those 4.
Right, give you a couple more seconds to put in
I
your
was gonna
final
say-
answers.
There's
I
one
was
more.
going to say that.
Sorry, which?
That last one. I thought it might have been that. I don't think it's the that.
Okay.
Mm.
I think that's one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Right,
Kind of fancies himself as that, doesn't he?
Yeah. He
Tony
does.
Khan for the last time says stop.
Oh, you no! Can we
Oh,
change
I had
it?
one more. I've got one more. Ah, damn it.
Tony Khan says stop, and I can see
Oh.
everyone's answer sheets, so you cannot change it,
You were
Skibby.
right.
Oh, is that right?
You were right.
Oh, how important is that point going to be? Right. Answers for the final round. What year was Fulham FC founded? Everyone got this right. The answer was
1879.
1879.
1879. Correct. Question 2. Name the 4 players inducted into Forever Fulham this season. Skibby and Sam, you go first.
Louis Saha, Boa Morte, Mark Mortars, and I wrote Bobby Zamora because I love Bobby Zamora.
1 point.
Damn it.
Dave and Elton, read out yours.
Got for Barry Hales, Louis Sahar, Dennis Adoy, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he's some sort of counselling guy, like a club liaison officer or something, but I don't know his name.
That's who
He-
I went for. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
Very
his name,
well.
though.
Dave was actually a bit closer. It's actually the club chaplain.
That's it.
Gary Piper is the
Mm.
guy's name.
I do remember reading that.
Louis Saha was a correct answer. The other 2 you both missed, Paul Konchesky
Oh,
Oh,
and Neeskins Cabano.
oh, yeah.
Was
it
he?
was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
alright.
Remember that.
So
Okay.
just to recap, Konchesky Cabano, Gary Piper, and Louis Saha.
Mm.
Question 3, name the only Japanese international to play for Fulham. Everyone got that one right. Junichi Inamoto. Question 4, before Mitrovic's transfer to Al Hilal, who held the record for highest transfer fee received as a Fulham player? Skibby, tell us what you put and then tell us what the real answer is.
So I put Moussa Dembele 15 million, but then Sam quite rightly started writing Ryan Sessegnon for 30 million.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Ryan Sessegnon. And Dave, how much was it for?
I thought it was 25 million.
It was 25 million.
Was
2
it? I thought it was
points.
30.
Lovely.
That is a
Significant.
bonus
Very
point.
significant. Very significant.
So going into the final question where there are 4 points available. To recap, the gap at the moment is 3 points in
Nah, we're
favour
not
of
going to make
Sam and
that up.
Skibby.
It's all over.
Tony Khan holds 4 positions at Fulham. Name them all. Both of you got vice chairman correct. Both of
We'd
you
have to
said
get the other three right.
both of you said director of football operations, which was correct,
Oh.
and no one got the rest.
No.
Mm.
Sam, do you want to read out what you put anyway?
So we put co-captain and daddy's special little boy.
Nice.
Was there
What
an
a nice
analyst
guy.
role? Is there a football analyst or something like that?
So his other two roles are general manager
Right.
and sporting
Oh.
director.
Okay.
Okay, so
So he's vice chairman, director of football operations, general manager, and sporting director.
That sounds like someone deeply unsure of himself. Like, I'm
mean-
director. I am a director, I am a director.
that's basically daddy's special little boy. I feel like I should get a point for that.
Yeah, I think you should get a point for that.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, guys, with that, we wrap up the quiz, and our winning team, unbelievably, and I will say, down entirely to Skibby, knowing Louis Saha's birthday,
Yeah.
is Skibby
You
and
just can't
Sam.
account for that. You can't account for that.
Good, was good.
Yeah.
Skibby and Sam with 28 points, Dave
Yeah.
and Elton with 25 points.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Wow.
Skibby and Sam. How do you feel?
Well, we told you to expect the chaos, and I think that's just the chaotic part of it, which is Louis Saha's birthday.
We
is
just brought the
amazing,
heat.
so-
We just brought the heat,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, that's all we can say.
Yeah,
Written
it
off
was-
before
that was
the question.
an
here we are.
absolutely incredible moment getting that one right. And it really did make the difference, because I think realistically that one probably would have gone fairly far down and maybe gone at the 2-point mark, which probably would have seen a tie. So winning moment there, Skibby, moment of the pod, quite incredible. Well done, Skibby and Sam. Dave and Elton, how are you feeling? Dad looks very distressed.
Well, I think it was a stupid quiz, and I thought the questions were rubbish. And I
All
thought
those
you look
compliments have
ridiculous.
flown out the
You look
window.
ridiculous with that bow tie. And yeah, and if it had been a proper quiz, then me and Elton would have brought it home. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling actually, Jack.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Uh,
Dave, I'm not sure you'll be invited back next year, but thanks for coming.
Yeah, it is. It
No.
was that moment. It was that moment where you thought this game's going to go really deep, really, really deep. And then Skippy turns on the afterburners and comes out with the most ridiculous knowledge. Absolutely ridiculous. But
Strong.
I commend it. Very, very good. Very good.
Hats
Yeah,
Hard
off.
to
well
beat that.
Well done.
I feel like you're
No,
looking so
thank you.
dapper, Jack, that you should stand up and give everyone a twirl.
Well, I will just for this one, just so everyone can see that I'm actually. Because let's be honest, it's 9:30 at night here. I'm not going to be wearing a full suit, just the top half. Thank you guys for making the time to do this. It's been really good fun putting this together and trying to trick you guys into falling into my traps. You did very well, though. I was expecting much lower scores, and I was quite impressed at how well everyone did with all of the rounds. A really enjoyable quiz, and I hope we'll be able to do it again next year. Maybe we'll get some special guests on next year, and I'll actually plan a little bit more in advance in about a week or two to start the questions. Skibby, Sam, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm actually that was actually quite fun. Like I have no idea how this is going to translate to audio, but like this was a good time. I appreciate it a lot.
There's a little bit of editing to do, I think, but no, it was good fun. Dave and Elton, thank you for joining us tonight as well.
Yeah, thanks for all your hard work, Jack. I know you put a lot of time into that. I'm just wondering how on earth to prepare for next year. I'm not sure I can really. I could know about this 2 years in advance. I didn't think I'd actually get a better result.
I'll tell you how. Start studying player birthdays.
Oh no!
Exactly.
Just
Start wishing them happy birthday on Twitter like a sad act.
No, very, very happy with my teammate. Don't mind if we came second. Yeah, no, you did very well there, David. Actually, I think I'm not sure, Sam, if you and I actually were on a team, this could have been a disaster.
That
So,
would have been really fun, though. That would have been fun. That would have been all out chaos. And you know what?
Yeah,
Like,
not-
that's the next season. Tune in
not
next time.
as-
Join the Discord.
Not arithmetically.
Well,
Yeah, well done.
guys, thank you again. Let's wrap it up there. It's been really good fun putting this together, like I said, and really good fun spending the time sort of wrapping up our season with a bit of fun. Like I've said previously, we'll be jumping on and podcasting throughout the summer in dribs and drabs here and there. But please do keep an eye on Twitter, on our Discord, everywhere you find the podcast to keep up to date with everything that's going on. Really appreciate all the support as always, and we just really appreciate being able to do this because it's really enjoyable, and this really felt like one of those moments where it's just been a great hour and a half talking things Fulham, having a bit of banter here and there, and really enjoying the podcast. So thank you everyone for joining in, and as always, come on you Whites.
Let's go.